Snooper Thursday!
Woo! Or primary color.
Yeah, it's like spring, so we're getting into the spring mode.
We're brightening things.
Although you're the only one in the pastel because, gay.
Would that be pastel? This is more of a canary.
Really? Really? Did you just go there?
We're doing Odell
Thank you for
Brewing
making my
Company.
case.
We're doing Odell Brewing Company on the show today.
Yes, we are. And first, I want to start off the show by saying thank you to Odell for sending us these wonderful gifts of beery pleasure.
I'm excited.
And I think thank you also goes out to Brian Myron for setting this up. I always call him Byron, but I think that's
Myron.
I keep it. I combine his names together.
Brian Myron.
Brian Myron.
That's like a tongue twister.
Yeah,
Brian Myron.
he is an Arizona beer head. So.
So we're doing the Celastrina Saison. Now
The blue hop butterfly.
Yeah, it's named after a butterfly that only lives on hops in Colorado. Is that right?
Yeah, apparently it's some rare breed of butterfly that is called the blue hop butterfly because it lives on the hops in a certain part of Colorado.
And apparently, it's extraordinarily rare. Like it's a very difficult species.
I wonder if it's something that has kind of not spontaneously happened, but has happened because of the influx of massive amounts of hops being grown for the craft beer revolution.
Could be.
What has happened?
This butterfly has kind of started to appear.
Oh, maybe.
So who knows? But cheers to blue hop butterflies and delicious saisons.
I'm so glad we're back in Saison season.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like it's summertime. Is Saison.
Summertime.
that's like I don't want to say spicy. It's the yeast is really.
Yeah.
It's very classic Saison.
Very
Yeah.
aromatic.
For what?
Aromatic.
The first thing I thought was it kind of burned my nostrils. But yeah, I guess that's an alcohol thing. But no, it's like the spiciness of the yeast.
It's a little tiny guy with a flamethrower in there, just like.
It wasn't the CO2. It was the actual. I wouldn't say it wasn't a burn. That was poor.
It's an aggressive aroma in a good way. It's
Yeah.
a lot of spice, a lot of the cloves and banana.
Honestly, I don't get a whole lot of.
I don't either.
They mentioned banana clove in their description, but I really don't get.
I get a little bit of the clove,
just a little bit,
but almost none of the banana.
Yeah, I definitely get like a distinct fruitiness, but not.
Although your shirt's kind of throwing off a banana note to me.
It's bright and lemony.
It's bright and lemony. It's canary, if you will. I taught a putty tat.
I did.
I did see a putty tat.
I saw one.
I'm never gonna live down this
did
shirt.
see one.
I did see a fucking pussy cat.
I don't know why I want to talk about
All right. So anyway,
this is good.
this is really good. It's got a lot of spice character on it too, which apparently comes only from the hops. It's not spiced. There's
What
no
hops are these again? Did you find out?
I don't think
did not say.
they didn't specify in there. Wow, that's good. It's funny because it's very well carbonated. It's super dry, but it almost has like a slickness to
Yes.
it. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
is anybody else getting that? Like,
Totally.
yeah,
Nice mouthfeel.
yeah, it really does. It's full. It's got that nice saison fluffiness to it. I mean, this is
You just like to
It's
say
almost
fluffy.
got that, because we were talking about, for some reason, Hefeweizens earlier. And it kind of got me thinking, as we were talking about, has like a clove banana thing. The mouthfeel kind of reminds me of that, not a Hefeweizen, but, that slickness.
It's like a
character.
farmhouse ale and a Hefeweizen walk into a bar together, and 9 months later, out comes this beer.
it's like if Saison and Hefeweizen got together and fucked.
Well, I guess I'm marking this one explicit.
Do you ever not?
Yeah, there's quite most of them we don't.
I have to go through and mark them. Because he never does.
I'm like, that wasn't explicit. We only said the F word like 8 times. That's not bad.
That's not too bad. It's like a PG-13 movie. If you have 1 fuck, you're good. 2 fucks, nope.
Yeah.
Rated R. And it's nice because it's like I said, it has that fluffiness, but a lot of times Saison can have like almost a certain like brashness to the bitterness, and this is pretty soft. You know what I mean? It doesn't quite. It's not.
Well, I think that
bite
when they
as much as like a DuPont does.
Right, like the saisons that use a little bit more, or they're heavier on the spices quality. I think the spice and the hops play off each other enough that it starts to give you that brashness or whatever. I think because it's just strictly given the spice characteristic via the hops. I think it's giving a much better, easier like this. This is a phenomenal. This would be a phenomenal beer to drink out on a nice hot day out by the pool.
I don't know.
Cheese plate, dude. I'm drinking this beer and I'm
cheese
thinking
plate, yeah.
cheese plate. Like
My thing with beer and hot like weather is just in and out. I don't want to taste nothing. It's almost like water, you know?
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
really.
exactly.
If I want that, I'm going to drink water.
But if you don't want to drink water, you know, I want something that's clean, maybe a little hoppy, and
Shift.
this has a lot of character.
Maybe you should drink Coors Light.
No. Well, there is a place for that though.
Yeah, sure.
there's
I
a
mean,
place for that.
I'm not going to deny it.
Cake
But this
stands.
just has too much, not in a bad way, too much going on for me to enjoy on a hot day.
It's cerebral. Like this is something. This is a beer that you see. For me, this is a beer that I can drink and I can just drink it and kind of not really intellectualize it. But but it's also you can really sit and analyze a beer like this. I think like what you're saying for like hot day beer is you don't even want something you can think about. You just want something you can drink.
I think
that has a little maybe a little bit
I
extra
just
going on,
associate hot weather with being thirsty, and when I'm thirsty, nothing's better than a glass of water.
Right.
Not that I want a watery beer.
What I'm going
but,
for is
I want something that's kind of not this.
Right. Yeah.
I want something that's refreshing, that's easy to drink, that is going to allow me to drink multiple or mass quantities of without feeling weighed down, heavy, or hot.
Yeah.
And
This is that, except for the alcohol.
Yeah, this is
The alcohol level in this is a bit high for a sessionable summer beer.
And I agree, it has all
but
those
it's very refreshing. It's very easy to drink.
It definitely has all those
And
characteristics.
you're right. You can sit here and intellectualize this and say like, oh, I'm getting this off of it because it has so much going on that's amazing. But you can also just swig this and enjoy it. And
sure.
yeah.
Here's something interesting is like
here's a random fact about the Spanish Inquisition.
a chief weapon is surprise. No, this is 7.5% alcohol, right? Like
Right.
yeah. So. I was just thinking, it's like, 7.5%, but it doesn't really, show that at all. But I was thinking, like, a lot of the higher alcohol beers that we've had recently, pretty much every single time, we're like, nah, this really doesn't show, like, the alcohol at all. It's like, it's nice just because craft brewers have really figured out how to do high ABV beer, where if, not gonna hear me.
I guess that's gonna happen. We're
Go for
listening. High ABV beers. We're all listening. We can multitask.
Sir, yeah. But no, I was just thinking, like, it's just really impresses me how I don't think I've had a beer in a really long time that was high ABV and had like an alcohol presence to it. It's almost like that's just strictly a flaw anymore.
I am going to be in St. Louis in July.
Oh, thank God.
2nd through the 9th. And I would love to meet some of you out in St. Louis. I know a couple of you have hit me up already. So that kind of gave me the idea of like, hey, let's get something going. So I'm thinking...
Okay.
What?
That sounded very weird.
No, it's not going to be a big weird
Somebody
game.
hit me up, and I am...
No. Somebody was just
forward
like,
to
hey, I'd love to have a beer with you. And so I was like, all right,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would love to meet up with some people at a brewery. So I'm going to put that out there. If you have a specific idea for one of the nights on July 2nd through the 9th that you think would be good, shoot me a tweet or a Facebook message or whatever and let me know.
Steve's making an event.
I'm going to try to make an event for it. Also, we are going to be filming Master Pairings this next
Weekend.
Yeah,
which
the
is-
June 8th. We're going to be filming June 8th. And as usual, Matt
can't
won't
be
be there because he...
because I'm gonna go see my mother, and freaking
Hateful.
yeah, I'm going on vacation.
Some of us
to
don't
see
have
my
that
mom,
option.
and so I can't freaking be there.
Some of our mothers just come to town and don't even call. So whatever.
Okay.
Anyway. So we're going to be filming Master Pairings. So finally, we'll have some Master Pairings to do.
And we will be more diligent
Yes,
with
we've
filming.
come up with a grand plan that will keep us in backlog.
Although I've
and
forgotten the plan.
I have not. I'm
Okay.
aware of the plan.
I never. I
We
was
had
on
this.
board
We
with
had
the
this plan discussion while we were both heavily intoxicated, but I do
heavily
remember it. So
I want to know the plan. What's the plan?
we'll talk about it later.
All right.
It involves back.
Also,
I wasn't there for the plan.
also exciting news for some of you. Other of you will be like, "Oh God, really?" But Expert Drinking is making a comeback. We are going to be doing this show again.
News to me again. Where was I with all of this?
Well, you're not involved in Expert
You weren't
Drinking.
there.
So it's really not any.
I'm just the pretty face on Uber Thursday. That's all I am. Yeah.
He is so pretty, isn't he?
You just got a bunch of crap on your hand. That's all it is.
Yeah, a little bit. And we're going to be adding a special new cast member who is going to bring an extra flair to the show, which we will
that a
announce
surprise?
later. We're going to announce
Because I was about
later.
to spit it out.
You were, and that's why I was like, which we will announce later. So we're going to be
I don't even know who it is.
we're going to be getting pretty fancy with that. We're going to take the show to a different level than it was before, where before it was me being kind of annoying while Bill tried to do a real show. Now it's going to be an actual real show with real information, a lot of fun, kind of brought into it as well, but it's going to be a lot more like actually informative and expert-ish drinking. So it's going to be we're really excited about it. We're looking forward to bringing it back, and so I thought I'd share that with you guys now. 'Cause
Cool.
It's coming. Look for it August 1st-ish. So that's all I got.
Odell, thank you so much.
Oh
for
yeah,
this beer.
hearts
It's
and
delicious.
hugs. And
I'm
kisses.
very impressed with this beer and happy. I'm always excited when a brewery that I really like comes out with the Saison because
Yeah, it's great.
I heart Saison.
And I wish I would look to see when this was released because I have not seen this on the shelves here. I don't know if this is even in this area.
Yeah,
Well, we
I
don't
don't
get
think it
Odell
is.
in
So-
Southern California
Exactly.
anyway, so you wouldn't
They don't
see it
distribute
on the
here.
shelves. Yeah.
That's true.
We talked about it on the show with Odell.
Yeah, we did. I'm used to. Well, yeah. I haven't shopped.
And on
for a
that
while.
note,
Yeah, all right.
Stay safe and drink beer.
cheers.